again.
Wait, is Affleck on the left? Did you take the ones on the left? No, wait, no.
I took the ones on the right.
Yeah, the ones that spawned in. The Space Warriors. There's not even a pro. Okay, there is one Protoss. You know what? Let's go.
Okay, so we have Ben Affleck on for the Ben Affleck team. We have two Protoss players. One is Plutonium.
Team Affleck works.
Team
like
Affleck.
That.
We have Plutoniums. We also have a Terran player by the name of Miner, and we also have Ben Affleck himself.
Yes, the real Ben Affleck. All right.
And go ahead. And on your side, sir, your team name.
Well, we have. Yeah, I'll go with that one. We've got Team J-Lo. In order to put it on the other side, opening up with the double Overlord into not moving your Overlords into whatever he's doing now. Paxek.
You gotta introduce your team.
Spawning for Team J-Lo. It is. In the top left, the Protoss. We've got from the clan, Lord Sandlix.
Okay.
Lord Sandlix. All right. The first of his name. In the bottom left, we've got Paxek. I'm actually going to change the colors here so I can see a little bit better. And then, of course, we've got Zero with an X because he's extreme. So Team J-Lo holding it down with 2 Zergs and a Protoss. So what is your team up to? Looks like a lot of pylons on the way and not too much else. I don't know.
Yeah, a lot of pylons, a lot of zealots on the field. Well, not a lot of zealots, but a couple of zealots, not too many. Basically just mass gateways, not a few units because it is Protoss.
I like the random spread of pylons between both the players. There's just like, they've just kind of, they had money, so they built pylons. There's not much else to say. I don't.
Exactly. A lot of cannons going down right now, and also Bayrak factory, not much being made. Tech lab going down on the factory. I'm expecting either tanks or something of that nature. Starport going down on the opposite side, basically walling off the front.
Yeah, if we look in the APMs, it does seem like our Terran player is the most competent. He's the one who's done something that resembles a build. Of course, he doesn't have an orbital. He's at 30/47 supply. He's got double gas, no expand.
Ben
but
Affleck going
still.
for the...
Also, two players, both the Protoss players on Team Affleck have been dipping back and forth between 0 APM and any other amount. So
Ben Affleck going for the double expand idea, now going for 3 bases as a Protoss player. Not sure how that's going to work out for him in the future, especially since he just now decided to go for a second gas. I don't even know what's happening right now. He's just got 3 zealots queued up. Yeah, this is bad. I don't have this.
We got the Stargate into, like, it's so hard to tell who's exactly doing what, because there are 2 of 1 race on both teams, so that makes it difficult. You know you can use Alt F to change the colors.
I did not know that, but I did it with the clicking.
You can just click
the
it. Okay, that works too. That works too.
What?
But what do we have here? Okay, he's gonna go for a Tech Lab. Oh, he has 2 Tech Lab starports now.
Yes.
So we'll see. He's not building anything out of either, but we'll see what happens. On the other side, let's just go around the horn. We've got Lord Sandlix with the +1, warping in plenty of zealots. He, of course, has the random Protoss cannons that are customary.
I like J-Lo's teams working on roaches on the opposite end.
Yeah,
Smart idea.
Both of them going for roaches, which might be a little bit of a over investment, but so it seems like Plutonium Z is angry about the Nexus that was taken here by Ben Affleck. Ben Affleck, a little bit of an egomaniac, as we all know, deciding to take all the Nexi for himself.
I like how this...
Plutonium not a fan.
I like how Sandlix is trying to kill off these rocks with the mothership.
And he will.
Yeah.
Eventually.
Eventually. Working it down 5 HP at a time, so he'll be done in about, 2 minutes, give or take.
Now, I'm going to say that's going to be done at 9 minutes and 45 seconds if nothing else happens. If that just continues to sit there and attack, 9:45. That's my... What's your call? Exactly.
Exactly?
Yeah, within 5 seconds.
8:30.
8:30. All right, we'll see who's
8:30.
closer.
Yeah.
We do
You
have
say now?
Neo Steel Frame is being researched. Now, do you know what the Neo Steel Frame upgrade does without reading it?
No, I do not.
Neo Steel Frame, of course, obviously, increases the slots of bunkers to 6, and the size you can load into your command centers, and your planetaries up to 10. Because,
Wow, what an impressive upgrade.
yeah, that's why it's so common to see rushed out before any other engineering bay upgrades in a standard game. You know, I think you might be closer. I might have misjudged this. We'll find out. We'll get back to that. Oh, but the Raven harass in the... Okay, actually there have been units lost. I think there were like, I don't know, like some Zerglings that ran up a ramp or something.
I don't know.
With a mothership core still going to work. As the worker counts...
Well, we'll check in on that a little bit later. Meanwhile, J-Lo team still building up that roach count.
Team J-Lo. Say it right, okay? No disrespecting J-Lo.
Okay, Team J-Lo doing the only smart thing out of all the 6 players on the map by actually making and producing units. While on the opposite end, we still got a whole bunch of
What is
pylons.
with the... I don't... Is this like cell towers or something? You got to make sure you have power over a wide area so you can provide 4G to your Samsung probe or some shit? I don't...
Well, he's a sprint user, so apparently he has terrible coverage no matter where he goes.
No matter how hard they try. And it looks like a lot of Zealots and Stalkers, and I'm not entirely sure. There are 3 Stargates, but no Warp Gate research. Well, actually, I take that back. For Team J-Lo, Lord Sandlix has Warp Gate. He does not have an Expand, but he does have Warp Gate. So,
I like
not
Team
sure how he's
Affleck's-
supporting his 6 gates, Robo, Forge, Cannons, and Twilight Council, but he's working his way there. He pulled himself out by his boot pylon strap. Probes don't really have boots.
Yeah.
I
they
don't even know what a bootstrap looks like. I've had
Neither
a
do
privileged
Zealots.
life of playing video games.
I do like the fact that, you know, Team Affleck here is definitely...
It was
going with
808
Stark-
on the dot. So you were definitely closer. I underestimated the power of the mothership core. 808, the rocks went down. The mothership core when the rocks fell. Darmok and Jalad at Tanagra.
Oh, those roaches are basically going to tear into absolutely everything simply because there's no units
Unless
on the
it
field.
lifts. In which case they will sit there and do nothing. Oh, but
Wow.
Lord Sandlex is moving in.
I like Lord Sandlick's aggression, and he's not going to be met with anything except Zealots. But they made Zealots as well. What the hell?
What? Nobody knows exactly what's happening, but the Burrow Move Roaches will take out the tank. Team J-Lo is putting the hurt on Team Affleck right now. The defenses are coming up. He does have Ravens, but Ravens are not going to be enough.
No, they won't. And unfortunately, there are no other units on the map, for the exception of the Zealots that I mentioned earlier, which are taking care of Lord Sandlix right now. And these roaches are basically just doing whatever the hell they want. The Seeker missiles are really nice. The turrets are not going to do jack. He should keep using the Seeker missiles because they're completely bunched up anyway.
He has no more energy left. He needs to drink a Red Bull or something because he has to defend his bases. Team Affleck is getting ransacked right now.
But it looks like there's no response to this whatsoever. There were no, after almost 10 minutes into the game, you would think somebody would have decided to make units.
Why make units when you could not get Warp Gate and get like 74 pylons? All right,
Exactly.
think about it.
He's a
Do the
sprint
math.
user.
Read a book.
He's a sprint user. We already went over this.
Yeah, obviously not the smartest guy. Burrowing the roaches under the Ravens. That's a bold move, Cotton. We'll see how it works out for him. It looks like they will hold, but we got to ask ourselves that question. You know which question we need to ask?
At what cost?
At what cost?
And at the end of the day, it just costs way too much losing the main in both. The production completely shut down as if they were... You know what? The truth of the matter is you could shut down Team Affleck's production, but if they
Who knows if they would have produced anything anyways. So.
Exactly. So it's just like, what gives?
Yeah, the infestation will be removed. We've got 4 Mutalisks. 4.
These
4.
Mutalisks are
That's
gonna
more
kill
than 3.
every-
That's more than 2. That's 4 Mutas.
And it's going to kill so many Ravens
Well,
right now.
One Raven.
Well, if he had just microed it a little bit better,
Which
he could
is
have killed every.
infinitely more than 0 ravens.
Right.
So
I wish.
yeah. So
That was
the attack is defended.
the attack was defended. All right, let's pull up the production tab again. We see that I guess Team JLo is just gonna take this because the remax of roaches.
Don't speak so soon. You make all these calls, all right? Are you a fucking telemarketer, always saying who's gonna win and who's gonna lose?
Really? Did you just call me a telemarketer?
Well, you just keep trying to make so many calls that are annoying people. All right, this game could still go either way. The supplies obviously favor Team JLo. But we have a Mass Raven Planetary Fortress player on the other side, and 2 Protoss who might remember that they own Stargates as well. So Team Affleck isn't out of this one yet. Yeah, the TPM is starting to raise on the other side, with the Planetary being protected.
Oh my gosh. What is happening right now?
It does seem like some of Team JLo is sliming the base.
It looks like
he wants to go for a Nidus. He built the Nidus. He doesn't have a strategy, literally an exit strategy yet. But it looks like his teammate will be sending a Muta into a sneaky location, and that Muta will then immediately die to turrets. So, we're gonna have to go with Plan B. LeMayo
deciding to go with Dark Templar. Finally, just deciding, hey, I think this would be nice to make. I don't even think he understands what he's doing. I think he's just going about the business of just one of those players that when they
the blackout continues. All right, the infrastructure in Team Affleck's base is almost as bad as in Flint, as we see almost nothing really happening the way it's supposed to be going.
No one's making unit. That's
no, he's building them out of the gateways. He's building those others.
That's your team.
No, that's your team. Your Team Affleck.
Oh yeah, I'm red. Okay,
oh my god.
Yeah.
Pull it together.
I'm sorry. I'm so used to people.
Turn in your badge and your gun.
Listen, I'm so used to people.
You're a loose cannon. All right.
It was really kerfuffling up in here for a while.
I don't think is that a verb? To kerfuffle?
Yes, it's a word.
I didn't say word. I said verb.
Oh, it definitely can be used in a verb. Yes.
To be kerfuffled?
No, I said
to
it was
kerfuffling.
You
can only kerfuffle. You cannot be kerfuffled. Is
Is
that an important distinction?
What are you talking about?
Kerfuffling? So you can only be. This is something you do to someone else. It's not something that can be done upon you.
What do you mean?
Is there the kerfuffler and the kerfufflee? Is this the situation?
we got the Nidus on the way. What a whole bunch
this game's just getting real hunky-dory, isn't it?
Yes, it is.
Oh my god!
What?
The Great Wall of Cannons! Unfortunately, there are now like 200 supply. No, not 200, but there are several roaches at the back of the base, and those cannons will do literally nothing. That is, he's got 32. But the Ravens are here. Here come. Oh, they're caught. Ah, they're sharking in, and he unburrows every single one to go for one pylon.
Wow.
And the pings are coming out. Yes, there are indeed units in your base. There goes the orbital. The Dark Templar are uncontested. Unfortunately, they're not actually attack moving, and I think they're about to die to Seeker missiles. And he flies. Oh my god! Oh, it's a massacre. And they're actually going to clean up these roaches because he decided the best choice for the roaches would be to pop them all up and clump up to kill a Stargate and a pylon. So this situation is kerfuffle. I don't. What?
This situation is kerfuffle.
Wow, I cannot believe what I just saw. Like,
no one has ever done this in the history of StarCraft. But
skillet confirmed. It's also an adjective. Wow. See, I was right. You sir have been kerfuffled.
You know what I said about a broken clock. Okay. Now you're just starting to kerfuffle me. So we'll have to see if Team Affleck can hold the line, because these Niduses are their strength isn't. I mean, they definitely have established defenses. Let's give them that.
Yes, they've recovered from their early game death.
Well, if they were dead, then it would be difficult to recover.
No, would it? No, would it? It would just take the other team to do absolutely nothing for about 4 minutes and allow them to recover from absolute death.
Moving on.
No.
Lord?
What?
Yeah, what has Lord Sandlix been up to? Looks like he's got a handful of Void Rays. A lot of Stalkers and Zealots. They seem to be the popular units here. As
Look
players
at all
know
the
how to build
turrets
them.
that he dropped and didn't target the rocks.
How much energy does he... Oh my.
He dropped like 10 turrets.
And they just kind of sat there?
They just sat there for the
That's not how
longest
turrets
time.
work. And oh my god, those Seeker missiles didn't even have recalibrated explosive. They didn't have the extra damage. Those were just regular Seeker missiles. Now we've got to have extreme missiles. All right, extreme. Triple X rated.
Why is he going for the Banshee upgrade if he's not making any Banshees?
Because that's not the Banshee upgrade.
Oh.
I just described exactly what it was, and you completely ignored my entire statement, is what happened.
You know what? Oh, it's okay. So extra, like...
Oh my god. About 35 Dark Templar. Okay, not 35, but a significant number of Dark Templar are slicing through. Do you like the scythes or the daggers more? I'm a scythe man.
I'm a scythe person, yeah.
Only Zeratul can pull off the daggers. Alright, well, that was not the most effective Dark Templar harass.
He could have just went for the edge, probably have gotten it.
Well, he got one, and then, well...
One wasn't enough for all those Dark Templar, though. Unfortunately. This has been the most standoff, interesting 3v3 game I've ever seen. But
how many 3v3 games have you ever seen?
Like I was about to say, to be fair, I've only seen about 3 of them.
So... Well... Oh my god! Prepare! The missiles are locking! Oh! Okay, they don't all connect, but another couple are coming out. He's gonna try to microwave, but instead he's gonna stack them all up! They're out of there! He knocks it out of the park, he's a closer. And another will launch from downtown! But the microwave,
nice
beautiful
split.
micro.
Right at the end, that was good.
But, oh, and the cannon, there were only like 3 pylons powering all those cannons. The Seeker missiles are coming out. The Stalkers will be slammed. But the cannons, despite the fact the cannons aren't shooting, they're still there. So, like, this is creating an issue. They're doing a great job. They're roadblocks now.
Yeah. And they're doing a really good job
Artosis would be proud. The turrets will finish everything else off. They tried to break through, but it just wasn't enough. Oh my god. He's just gonna... You could have just, like, used a PDD in, like, 3... Jesus Christ.
The Ravens coming through at the very end there. Well done.
He's gotta repower this.
Yeah, he's gonna build 2 pylons. 3.
Yeah. For all
Good
the pylons
enough.
they built before, I'm surprised how stingy they were. We've got the ritual drone.
Oh, that's called the sprint throttling package.
So these are paperless. He does not have chitinous plating.
Paperless.
And here comes the counterattack. I don't think any of them even really have. Actually, no. We got 3-1 on Lord Sandlix.
Yeah,
Team J-Lo has not an insignificant amount of upgrades. Team Affleck, Plutonium Z does not have any upgrades of any kind whatsoever, including Warp Gate and the Seeker missiles. Oh, they connect, but the Void Rays, and like, holy mother of fuck, 16 Ultralisks. paperless because they have, what are their upgrades? They are
You should just drop
they
a
are
turret.
1,
There you
2.
go.
Oh, he's getting +3 carapace.
Killing off all these bases.
There's more where that came from. Lord Sandlix has 3,800 minerals and 1,000 gas.
Wow, this has been ridiculous. But here we are, and still in this situation. More cannons being built and protected by
This
only...
isn't actually a terrible idea, is the thing. Like, it's funny to see, but like, this is not a bad move to build this many cannons if you're going mass Raven. Like, okay, the Ultralists are going to be ultra committed here. We got 3, 4, 5 Seeker missiles. 6.
Oh my...
The Ultralists can handle it, though. Only a couple
Yes, they
going
can,
down.
But the turrets after the fact, I don't think so.
Team J-Lo is knocking on the front door. But does Team Affleck have enough to answer?
I think Team Affleck does have enough to handle this.
They're trying to run through. They're going for the pylons. I'm not sure that's the best call. They could literally just kill all the cannons. But the pylons will depower. Now they can kill all the cannons. Oh, but Phoenixes are coming out. Phoenix is not the greatest counter to Ultras.
Here come the unupgraded Zealots that are just on the...
They're doing taking a tour. All right, here come the Ultras.
Ben Affleck with the Phoenixes to shut down the Corruptors, and here comes more work out of these...
Oh, Seekers! Another hit!
Well
But the Void Rays are still there.
Bring out the turrets.
He's running out of energy now. Will we have any more Seekers connecting? He has enough for a couple.
Ben Affleck looking like he's
He
running
Seekers
out
the
of...
Voids. Lord Sandlix is not microing at all. And there they go. But here's the problem. Ultralisks.
The Ultras can...
Yeah. Ultralisks,
cannot
much
be
like
killed.
your mother, cannot be lifted by Phoenixes. They are just much too heavy and massive.
Oh my
But
god.
unfortunately, oh my god. Oh my god. Well, I've fallen and I can't get up.
The walk command for the Ultralists to avoid the attack.
Walk command is the right way I've ever heard that described. The best way. He's got a... Oh, more Ultras! The Ultra walk by is coming in strong. The speed walking Ultras are gonna make the world tour as they go through the entire base and run out the other side. They're getting all tied up.
Unupgraded Zealots for the win.
They're holding up against the wall. The Templar come out. The more turrets. The Ultra's trying so hard. But it didn't try hard enough. Oh my god, they're still just... Well,
Oh my gosh.
and he's got more where that came from. He still has 0 upgrades of any kind. Not even like +1 shields.
Now the Ravens are moving across the map to try and do
somehow, yeah, Lord Sandlix has the middle base. The only base that's on in the no man's land, pretty much. Not sure about this completely unupgraded Zealot counterattack. I don't think it's going to be enough.
So, wow.
Oh, but
Especially
Ravens!
since he's not attacking it.
And he's not... Okay, there are some Seekers. Will he micro away the Corruptors? He splits off one, but the other 2 are going to connect.
Wow, more Phoenixes on the map for Affleck. Well done. Probably using to protect the Ravens.
Yeah, that would
Wherever
seem
the
like a smart move, unfortunately.
Mm,
Oh, more Seekers coming up, but if he runs too far, he's actually going to hit his own Ravens with the Seeker missiles. He realized that at the last second, I think. Here come the Phoenixes to look on angrily at the Ultralisks.
All that lifting his own unit.
The Ultralisks are badly bruised, but they still do full damage. Oh, God. If there were ever a time for Seeker missiles, this would be that time. Instead, he chooses not to use them. Please, give me this. Give me it. The army's right there. Okay, 3, 4, 5 coming in. He's got more where that came from. They're gonna slam. They're gonna jam.
Oh, that was
Another
good.
one.
Oh my.
Another. Can I get another one? Another one. Another one. Another one.
Oh, that last one dodged. Well done.
Well, that's because the Corruptor was targeting died there. So. All right, the Ultras are cleaned up. Both players have a bunch of Corruptors. Corruptors obviously not the most direct counter to the Ravens that they were maybe hoping for earlier on. He has yet to use a point defense drone, which leads me to believe he doesn't understand what point defense drone does.
I would agree with that assessment completely.
Another one. Oh, beautiful splits.
Oh, nice splits. Now
Void Rays being produced now.
Split units. But now he just runs straight into the Phoenixes and Void Rays right now. And
well, there's only like 3 Void Rays, so... Team Affleck is desperate, but Lord Sandlix for Team JLo is moving up. The Ravens have been clutching at this game, but they can only go so far. If he brings those Phoenixes into the Ravens, well, that could have been great, but he did. So,
well, with these Ravens dying...
They're literally cornered, but they'll somehow escape.
I really feel like this is going to be the end of the Affleck team, because I felt like these Ravens were basically the carrier of the Affleck team.
Team Affleck sounds so much better. Oh, all right. Well, are they gonna hold? How many Ravens are left? There's a
1.
3 total, with 3 more in production.
Wow, what a game! Here comes a Tempest now.
A Tempest.
No, it just looks like Team JLo just understands how to make units. It was like synonymous with this entire game from the get-go. But at least Team Affleck made it really interesting.
That they did. That is a word.
And inevitably, you did see a counter for the Ravens.
I can only hope that Miner here at some point takes out his Prima strategy guide and realizes point defense drone exists. And I can say the same for Plutonium Z and Warp Gate. And, well, really, upgrades of any kind.
Exactly. Wow. Can autocannon shot up? Autocannon.
Is that how that was said?
Yes.
They can shot whatever they want.
Yes, they can shot whatever they want. Technically accurate.
So, 15 more barracks are on the way here for Miner, realizing he does indeed have 14,000 minerals.
I don't even think
so. Oh my god! I mean, I saw it in the production tab, but I still wasn't mentally prepared for the visual experience.
It made me chuckle. I like it. What I don't understand is Pac is flying around with all these corruptors. He does know that he can just piss on all these buildings. Like, if nothing.
But there is a Miner on the other team, so you don't want to be a sex offender.
Oh, I see. I see what you did there. Clever. Look.
The Void Rays are running from an inferior number of Corruptors and will die to them. Alright, there's the fight. And the Corruptors will die. But they've mined out. Do they even have money left?
All of a sudden get an army? What happened now? Like, what is this?
Well, here's some carriers. Well, there were some carriers.
Because of the surround.
So he decided to wait until his teammates' armies died so he could move in and take all the glory, it seems. And because of that, and those have, what are the upgrades? They have 010. So
I can't believe
the thing is, there's no money left. They actually are barely mining. There's like 2 bases with minerals and the middle base. Like, Team Affleck, to their credit, has lost so much shit in so many bases that they still have a few mineral patches left. As Miner is desperately trying to spend his 13,000 mineral bank, Lord Sandlix will lose most of his Skytoss army.
Wow.
And the Marines can kill the Interceptors and pretty much everything on the ground if there's enough in front of them.
Here comes the Stalkers. And I think the Stalkers are going to be able to overwhelm.
The completely
Basically,
no,
it's
it's
the only-
3+3 armor on the Zealots against literally 0-0. So, I mean, numbers are great, but at some point, the upgrades, like, they make these forces exponentially better. Of course, he does have a lot of forces, but he's going to retreat.
I think retreating is actually the smartest option. A lot of the Marines and whatnot to regroup and mass up and kill this. It looks like, I'm not entirely sure, but it looks like Team JLo has given up to a certain degree.
I mean,
To a certain degree.
KERFUFFLE has 21 gas, and he has no way to get any more gas. He's out of gas, literally.
I can't believe it. Like, this game is actually coming down to the wire, and I almost...
We're gonna mine out Ujari.
To be fair,
There's no
honestly thought-
Zergling. He's researching Zergling speed.
Wow.
I don't... Well,
Here we
the
go.
Ravens are coming in. The Ravens are going out. You can't explain that. The Interceptor's being gunned down. Stim is done. He has yet to use it. A lot of slowlings in the front. The Interceptors and Tempest shelling from the back, but will it be enough? Because there's just a lot of forces on the deck. But it looks like Lord Sandlix is starting to push this back. More Zerglings are on the way. Speed just completed. Here come the Phoenixes. Probably should have brought those in the first place, but they're here now, and that's what matters. The Interceptors are firing blanks. Are they going to turn the tides?
It looks like Team Affleck is slowly but surely taking this game away from the highly upgraded units. It looks so close, though.
It's actually so fucking close right now.
Look
More
at all
Zerglings coming in packs that can only make Zerglings. They have +3 Carapace, so they're quite good. The carriers are down. The Tempests are still shelling. But he's making 20 supply of bio at a time as well. Look at that micro. That's stud a step. Unfortunately, he has 0-0 upgrades, so the Lings don't really give a fuck.
You're right. And the Lings are going to change the entire aspect of fight of the game right there. That looked like it was almost game over.
Well, the auto turrets, they do a lot to cut down on this lane count.
Yeah, the auto turrets do a lot, but here come the Stalkers and the Tempest now to try and help out and secure the win.
It all comes down to miner now, because Plutonium Z has 75 minerals and no more minerals to be able to mine. Ben Affleck has 550-25, and he can't build anything else. But Miner still has 3,500 minerals, and he still has 137 supply.
But you're forgetting about the probes.
I shouldn't have forgotten. Never forget. Hashtag never forget. Look at that choke point. The pylons constricting the circulation of the Zerglings. Are any upgrades? He finished 1-1, so at least his Marines are hitting for something.
Yeah, wow.
This could still go either way. Team JLo is pushing into the heart of Team Affleck's base, but Miner is desperately trying to hold on. On the other side, it's all about Lord Sandlix and his Protoss army.
I cannot believe it.
It's 160 supply on Miner, whereas there's a total of 270 supply, and most of that, a lot of that is still in workers. So the army supply is almost even, and the planetaries are starting to come into play. You know, if Miner just retreats down to all his turrets and planetaries, is this going to be a draw?
I can't even tell, but it's going to be interesting to say the least. Especially if he can keep some of these Ravens alive to continue to, like, create massive choke points.
Oh. There are approximately 69 SCVs down there. And he's moving down, but the planetaries are here, 2 of them, and turrets. Does he have high-sec auto-tracking? He has building armor, but no high-sec tracking. Oh, are we gonna? He's not using any Raven spells. A couple Seeker missiles. There's one in the middle. That could help. It will. The planetary holds.
All he needs to do is push out now. Don't allow these units to recover. He needs to get a jump on this army instead of letting the shields and the Protoss recover, because if he does, that's definitely
the drones are pulled. The Predator drones are off the line. The planetary will burn.
Oh my god, it's a drone versus drone fight at this point. It is so damn close. I'm just fully
He doesn't have enough units in the front, though. The Marines are stepping forward. And are they winning? It looks like they are. Lord said he's tearing through the entire army.
Oh my god, where are the Lings? I think the Lings are just taken care of, but now I think
the Lings aren't taking care of anything.
The Lings are basically dancing back and forth, but he needs to commit to a fight of some sort, but I'm not even sure.
They need to retreat.
He has enough.
KERFUFFLE has 15 minerals. Zero has 35. What are the resources? Nobody has over 1,000 besides Lord Sandlix, who's barely mining off the last 4 patches in the game.
Oh my god, as long as he just decides not to stim anymore.
He's repowering his Stargates. He can't build anything because he has no money. But, oh, yeah, if he stims a couple times, this army could just die.
Exactly. As long as he doesn't stim.
Are there any, like, is there, like, one
win.
hero ultra that was forgotten or something?
Well,
Did he stim again? He didn't stim again. Okay. He's tearing through. Lord Sandlix is running out of money. If he had a few Templar with Storm.
Well, we do have 14 Zealots on the map with +3 armor, +1 attack, plus the Lings still have +2 armor. So there is an overwhelming force for these units. Maybe, but he's going to have to get the Marauders up front to tank the Zealots and keep the Marines in the back.
And he's 2 sims away. Well, this could still go either way. It looks good for Team Affleck. Better than it has. Well, it's hard to tell who's been ahead more. Yeah, the whole they actually just they might win by virtue of not being dead.
Exactly.
They've mined out the entire map. There are a handful of patches and gas geysers left. The Broodlings are actually having an impact. Are they gonna fight? This is it. Well,
this is the commitment.
Here
this
comes
is the
Sandlix. They're not A-moving. Okay,
No,
now they are.
not.
There's a lot of armor. He could actually transfuse the Zealots because they're biological units. And the Void Ray's in the back, but the Zealots are thinning out.
Oh my gosh, it looks
He
like
didn't
Team
stim.
Affleck holds out for the very end of it all.
This is happening.
And you want to know what's funny? I actually credit Miner for not stimming and not getting overwhelmed in that situation.
Well,
Because if he overreacted, he would have definitely have lost. And that's
here come the
something that
probes. Well, there's still a little tiny... If they put all their workers together, fought with the queens, he has 3 full energy queens with +3 carapace. If all the probes, maybe a couple cannons, actually the easiest game of my life. Well, he obviously lives a very difficult life. So, there's a single Phoenix. But I mean, like, he lifts 1 probe.
His life must
This is a summary of this entire game. Ben Affleck has lifted a probe with his only unit. And then he will... Miner isn't even killing, he's just right-clicking.
A single Phoenix is on the
Will he
map
try to fight
Ben
with the
Affleck.
cannons? If he tries to fight, he will. He lifted one of his teammates' Zealots! And now the Zealots just have no idea what they're trying to do. Now, if somehow... I'm saying hypothetically all the Marines die. But I think...
Right.
And also this is happening. I think this has to be it. This is it. He just doesn't have money left. Right?
This was a great game.
Yeah, it's a GG. Easiest game. Okay, now it's time for the trash talk.
Yeah.
Is there, like, a couple storms, like one infestor burrowed, right? Joke. Joke! It's joke! The probes just killed a Nexus. Oh, he has 1 Zealot.
I just can't believe what I just witnessed.
Zero has you because you had cheaper units made. He's talking to the guy who went mass Raven. Let's remember. Plutonium Z is still in this.
So you won?
No, Team Affleck won.
Wait.
Yeah, Team Affleck won. The Marines and Marauders won on the right side.
I know, but only 2 blue players left.
What?
Yeah,
your team won.
Yeah, I know. Like I know that much.
Okay.
But wait.
Work it out. There were 2 teams. Okay.
I know there were 2 teams, but only.
Go on.
Whatever. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. We know who won officially.
What other metrics are you using to gauge victory?
No, what I'm saying to you is
the last person to leave the game was Miner, who was on Team Affleck, which means they won.
Okay.
The last person to leave.
I messed up then. I thought only 2 blue players left.
It doesn't matter how many leave as long as the last person in the game is on your team.
Got you.
All right.
Oh, that was amazing. That was amazing. I can't believe what I just witnessed.
Well,
right
I think
there.
that's going on YouTube, and I think the title is going to be The KERFUFFLE. because that was quite a kerfuffle.
Yes,
if I
it
do
was.
say so myself. We had kerfufflers and kerfuffles,
Kerfuffles.
and we even had a kerfuffle game.
Oh,
But
that turned out to be a joke.
a joke.
Oh. Wow. Can you top that one? Is it possible?
I never think I can, but I always do.